here at Procure SQL. And in today's video, we're going to do a high-level overview of Microsoft Fabric and all the different personas that are available to you and how it can help you build out your modern data warehouse within Azure. So let's take a quick look here at Microsoft Fabric's homepage. These are the different personas that you'll see out there that you can utilize. So we have Power BI, we have Data Factory, Data Activator, Data Engineering, Data Science, Data Warehousing, and Real-Time Analytics. So we're going to step through each one of these, the different items you can create within these personas, and how they can help you build out the correct architecture for you and your business. So if we look at a reference architecture that Microsoft puts out online, here are some of the things that you may build when you're building out your architecture for your modern data warehouse. Now, all of these individual resources are going to vary by deployment, depending on what your needs are. However, the basic sections should always be there: your ingest, process, store, serve, and monitor and govern. So we'll step through all of the different items within Fabric and where they fit in those sections and how to use them to build out that modern data warehouse and have it in this one unified solution, which is Microsoft Fabric. So when we go to ingest data within Fabric, we have a couple options. So you can do any sort of streaming within real-time analytics and set up an event stream, which can then just take any sort of streaming data set and put it within a KQL database. Also, you can do Gen 2 data flows and data pipelines within Data Factory, as well as Power BI data flows, streaming data sets, data marts, and streaming data flows. You can also build out a notebook within data engineering that can handle streaming data sets as well. We'll get to that more in this next section. So in the process section, you have a lot of your data engineering pieces. Like I said, within your notebook, you can do a lot of things within a Spark notebook here, and such as streaming events. You can do any sort of data transformation or curation that you may need to do as well. The languages that you can write within these notebooks are going to be Spark, SQL, Python, R, Scala, whichever one you and your team are more familiar with. Also, you can create that notebook and you could actually just do a Spark job definition and load that file and schedule it as well, if that's something that you and your team would like to do. Outside of that, on the data science side, you can create notebooks and also experiments to actually start testing and looking at some of the hypotheses that you may have within your ML models. Next, you have the store side of it. So you can store it within a warehouse, which is going to give you that more T-SQL feel, where you can do all of your different store procedures and your normal Microsoft SQL Server experience. You'll have the KQL database, which is more like a data explorer with Kusto query language. And then also you have your Lakehouse, which can then just point to Delta tables, which are Parquet files, out on your lake. And then also all of these combined are going to sit within your OneLake data hub. So you'll be able to see all of those data sets in one location, which makes it really nice because now you don't have everything spread out in a bunch of different places with a bunch of different resources. Everything is here within Fabric. Next, you have your serve layer. That's going to be mostly all Power BI for all of your reports, paginated reports, scorecards, and dashboards. But also you can serve your ML models after you run your experiments and notebooks within that process layer. Next, you have the monitor and govern section. And here you have Reflex, which is like an alert rule. So you can just configure a given column or measure and say when it meets a given condition, I want it to do this action. Outside of that, I also have listed the KQL query set, which is just going to be a query editor for Kusto that you can query against your KQL database, which could be log analytics or something along those lines to actually see what's going on within your different resources for that monitoring or govern section. And then also there's the monitoring hub within Fabric. So on the left pane, you can also look at that to see all of the different processing of all of your different items and data sets and such. And that's pretty much it at a high level, just kind of running through all the different things you can do within Fabric. If there's anything else you have questions about, you can always go to our website and reach out to us. Thanks again for watching the video. Talk soon.